Hi there, this is Ronnie coming at you with a video. Yes, I have a Christmas hat on. Yes, it is the 11th of December. It's 2 weeks before Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. No, seriously. I thought I'd do a quick video. I have a couple of small card games, Christmas themed card games. And I thought I'd do a quick overview review of them, as they are very nice games that can be played for the whole family. I do have a lot of card games that are quite involved in complex and so on, are pretty much gamers' games. But these ones can actually be played by the whole family, and are fairly easy to pick up still. So I'll go through them all. And the first one is, this is again a bigger box. Santa's Bag. Essentially, I mean, this more than anything else is pretty much aimed at kids, which you can see from the artwork. Essentially, you have a hand of small cards which are various items. You can see those cards here, in fact, and there are various items that you can use to make presents. You can see the presents here, the ones with the green bottom, and the presents have various items that you need in order to make those items. So you get a hand of cards, and there's a draw deck, and then 4 presents are laid out in the middle along with kids that are going to get that present. And essentially the game is you're trying to collect by picking up and throwing away and trading with others. You're trying to collect the ingredients, I suppose, the items you need to make those presents. Once you've got it, you put down the cards, and you pick up the present card and the child, and they all have numbers 1 to 3. And you take those to the side, and a new present and child comes in to replace, so there's always 4. And you keep going until either 10 presents have been made if it's a short game, or 20 if you're playing the long game. Then you add up the numbers of the presents and the kids that they got the presents, and whoever has the highest points is the winner. There is Stardust that can be used for anything. Some presents actually require Stardust, but otherwise you can use it as a wild card. And also, because we're elves making toys, you can use 2 of one item. So, for example, if you really need a metal for one of your items and you just can't seem to get it, if you have, say, 2 fabric that you don't need, you can put that away and say, right, I'm using 2 fabric as a metal. You can use a pair for something else. It's probably the simplest of the games that I have, and as I say, it's very much sort of geared towards kids, but I play it in my local community, and it goes down fairly well. Simple, straightforward, easy to play, and it's a very light game, and it's the kind of thing you could easily play. I mean, all of these actually are games you could easily play after Christmas dinner, in the evening when you're having a bit of a party atmosphere going on. Next up, very quick review, because it really doesn't need much of a review, is Letters to Santa. This is Love Letter for everyone who's played Love Letter. This is a Christmas themed version of Love Letter. The princess is replaced by Santa. The Duchess is replaced by Mrs. Claus. And yeah, it's Love Letter. Love Letter's a fun game to begin with. This is a Christmas themed version, so if you like Love Letter, you enjoy playing Love Letter, and you want something that's sort of festively themed, Letters to Santa does the job rather nicely. Right, pair is a pair of games that are kinda similar. This one is 12 Days of Christmas, and it is a trick taker sort of. You can see the artwork there. for the various cards. Essentially, you're given a hand of 12 cards at the start, and you're trying to win presents. There's a little stack of 12 presents. And you win presents by getting rid of all your cards. You get rid of all your cards by putting down either a set of cards, which is 2 or more of the same kind, a run, a sequence as they call it, which is 2 or more cards in sequence, or a single card. And you're sort of putting that down, and everyone else has to put the same thing as you. And whoever wins that, you sort of do that as a turn, and whoever wins during that pass gets to start the next one, and you keep going until someone gets rid of all the cards, and they get a present. And whoever is left with the most cards in their hand when that happens, if they have a present in front of them, they have to give it over to the person who's just won as well. Takes a little explaining. It's actually quite fun and very quick to play. There is a bit of back and forth that happens with the presents, but because you're only ever going to have 12 rounds, period, because there's only 12 presents, and if you want, you can play with half of that and just play with 6. I like this game. It's a fun little game. And again, it's a very simple sort of post-Christmas dinner game, and a very nice box. Although, funnily enough, having gotten this box has now been emptied because I sleeved all my cards. And because I sleeved all the cards, they can no longer go back in this box, and I've had to buy a deck box for them. But it's a really good game, and I thought I would show you this box anyway before it goes into the bin, because it's now surplus to requirements. Last but not least for this is 12 Days. 12 Days is a trick taker. You can see some of the artwork for the cards right there. I will get my fingers out of the way. And it's a trick taker, and it plays really, really quick. It's 12 very quick rounds, because each round is 3 phases. The first phase, you take one of your cards, you give it to the person on your left. The second phase, everyone puts a card down face down and then reveals it simultaneously for a bid. The lowest unique card wins the bid. That's to say, if someone plays a 9, someone plays a 7, and someone else plays a 7, the 9 would win because the 7s would cancel out each other. So the 9 would be the lowest unique card. The first round, the first day of Christmas is worth 1 point, and then the second day is worth 2 points, third day is 3 points, so on, down to the 12th day, which is 12 points. And then the third phase is you get another card off the pile. And then at the end of the game, the person who has the most of every number gets that number in points. The person who has the most 2s left in their hand will get 2 points. The most 3s will get 3 points. The most 12s will get 12 points. If there's a tie, you both win the points. And it's highest points in the winner. It's a very fast game. The fun, one of the fun things about it is the 2 cards with a value of 0, which is Santa and Mrs. Claus. So they're almost guaranteed to win if you use them, unless someone happens to play the other one. So again, they would cancel each other out. But because Santa and Mrs. Claus represent the spirit of giving, if you win using Santa or Mrs. Claus, you have to gift the day that you've just won to somebody else. So that's a bit fun. It's a really good game. If I had to pick between these two, I mean, if I absolutely had to, I would give the edge to 12 Days. 12 Days of Christmas is very good, don't get me wrong, but 12 Days just owns it. I do have another Christmas game, but I've not yet played it. I'm hoping to play that later this week, and I will probably do an overview review, kind of like this, at that. And that's a big board game I've got called Destination Christmas. But I'll get to that when we come to it. So that is my quick reviews of those. They are all available at Friendly Local Gaming Shop, and if you can't get them there, they're probably available online somewhere. Although obviously I will always suggest checking with your friendly local gaming store first. Very easy to play, good for the family, and all very enjoyable. So yep, go out, enjoy, and I'll be back soon with another video.